AM 1220 KHTS HometownStation.com. In the studio with me right now, I am going to speak with Kathrine, who's here from the Crohns and Colitis Foundation of America. There is an event taking place on October 11th in Bridgeport Park called Santa Clarita Take Steps for Crohns and Colitis. And we're going to learn a little bit more about that walk and a little bit more about these issues. Hello and welcome to the studio, Kathrine. How are you?
Great. Thanks for having me today.
Okay, now I know vaguely a little bit about Crohn's and colitis, and I know they're digestive diseases, and I hear more and more these days about just people having issues, and I always wonder, where do you go? How do you start? And we had a lovely young man who's I believe he's the ambassador,
the honored hero.
The honored hero. Truly, what an incredible kid to step up and talk about that, because while, there is a lot of conversation taking place about other diseases or issues, this is one of those where people, like they mentioned, they said there might be a little bit of embarrassment or, the hesitancy to talk about something, but it is something that when my mother-in-law used to say, if you don't have your health, you have nothing, because you're uncomfortable or it's something that you need to address. And I love that you're shining a spotlight on this and doing such a good thing with this walk in Bridgeport Park on October 11th. Can you tell me a little bit about the Crohns and Colitis Foundation of America?
Yes. So the Crohns and Colitis Foundation of America, we're dedicated to curing Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis and improving the quality of life of children and adults with these diseases. So you're thinking, what are Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis? You might have seen television commercials that reference them. They're both types of inflammatory bowel diseases. So there are a lot of symptoms that come along with this. It can be diarrhea, there can be bleeding, fever, loss of appetite, weight loss, fatigue, night sweats. A lot of times for kids, you'll notice that children who have Crohn's disease might be smaller and appear to be less developed than other children. And that's because, honestly, they're not getting the nutrition that they need because their digestive tract just can't process foods properly. Right. So the diseases are slightly different, and it really has to do with the part of your digestive tract that is affected. Ulcerative colitis mainly has to do with the colon itself. So as you said, a lot of patients are embarrassed about the symptoms. They aren't things that we really talk about in public. So we really appreciate you having us on so we can really shine a light on this and help people understand that they're not alone. A lot of patients suffer in silence and think that they're alone and they don't know where to go. You definitely, if you think you might be having problems, you want to reach out to your family doctor first, or you can see a gastroenterologist, see a specialist. I also encourage people to contact the Crohns and Colitis Foundation, CCFA. You can find us at ccfa.org. That's again, ccfa.org. Or if you really want to talk to somebody, we have a hotline available called the IBD Help Center. And it's staffed by master's degree level specialists who can answer any questions you might have, whether they be about symptoms you might be experiencing, or even if you already have Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis and you need help, for example, with insurance or getting medication covered. So this hotline, it's called the IBD Help Center, and the number is 888 My Gut Pain. So you just call 888.
Could that be any more perfect?
Gut Pain. So it's easy to remember, and they'll take lots of time with you. On average, they'll take 20 minutes per caller and answer your questions and give you additional information and start that dialogue to really find you the support that you need.
And I have to believe that's better than just doing a blind search on Google where you might not really know the right questions to ask of what you're going through, or you might not be able to decipher that information. This is a much better way to begin that dialogue yourself, to be able to go to the doctor and say, okay, here's what I'm having, and I spoke to someone. And I would imagine a better way to help you be informed of the right things to say to the doctor to get answers.
It definitely is. And it's also very helpful to patients because the symptoms vary greatly among patients and treatments vary greatly. So it's to have that one-on-one attention, be able to really speak with a live person is very helpful.
That's wonderful. Now talk to me a little bit about this walk that is coming up on October 11th. I know the location is Bridgeport Park. I know that check-in starts at 4 p.m. The walk is to bring awareness to Crohn's and colitis. Tell me a little bit about And I'm thrilled to hear that a very large portion of the donations go right back into research, et cetera. Paint a picture for me of the day. What's happening that day?
So the Take Steps Walk is really our family-friendly event. Brings together all members of the community really to help people find a support network. It's also a fundraising event. So we'll have a festival there. So there'll be food provided. And we have a kids zone where we provide games, arts and crafts. There'll be some programming. It's a very short walk. So, and you don't even have to complete the whole walk. So if you're someone who hasn't been in your endurance walk training, you don't need to worry about that. You can just come out. It's really more of a chance for people to connect. And we do this short walk where people can see us to help raise awareness for the cause. And then after that, we throw a big party and we celebrate everyone's fundraising efforts.
Fantastic. Who doesn't like that? All right. Now, if people would like to get involved, I know there's a way to form a new team or join a team or rejoin a team. They can participate as an individual. Where should they go for more information?
For more information, you want to visit www.cctakesteps.org/Santa Clarita. So cctakesteps.org/Santa Clarita. And you can go there and you can sign up to walk as an individual. You can build a team and bring your friends and family along. You can sign up in advance, or also if your plans change and you're end up being available that Saturday, you're more than welcome to also register on site.
Oh, wonderful. And this is a great time. You get to meet the 2014 Take Steps Santa Clarita honored hero, Joshua Williams, a very young, brave boy who's stepping forward. I told him when he was here, you are a superhero because you are the face of something that a lot of people, that even grown-ups are like, well, I just think the world of him for what he's doing. And I think this is is going to be what sounds like a very fun day for an incredible cause.
Yes, and we're very proud of Josh as well. You know, he's young and he's stepping out and saying, I have this disease. I'm really putting a face to it. So we're very proud to have him involved in the event.
Wonderful. Kathrine, thank you for being here. Again, this is the Crohns and Colitis Foundation of America is having their Santa Clarita Take Steps for Crohns and Colitis. If you'd like to learn more, you can go to www.cctakesteps.org/Santa Clarita. I'm so grateful that you came in to be with us today to one, educate us and give us more information about this really fun, great event. So thank you so much, Kathrine.
Thank you for having me.